And welcome back to another installment of Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. I'm your host, sensei-pong. And last time we got another book from Satch, The Banana Club. Yes. So, also, I suppose it's important to note that we're on our way to the Normal Boots Club room to drop off a uniform that PBG had forgotten that Jeff had given us, aka Space Hamster from Hidden Block, and we had eavesdropped a conversation, and it seems to us that Shane is incredibly suspicious of us and still doesn't trust us and thinks we might have some ulterior motives going on. That may be true, but you know what? It's fine. Let's read our diary. I think it's about time to read that again. Dear Diary, are Paul and Jared really friends? They seemed really angry during that fight. Paul's so sincere about being the student council president. It must be really important to him. I never pegged him for a bleeding heart, but it's kinda cute. And how can Gerard have such confidence with the IBKs? I don't even want to talk about Shane. Dear Diary, video games are surprisingly fun. I mean, I know I liked to play them when I was a kid, but now I'm wondering what would have happened if I had access to them after I moved. If it weren't so damn poor, would I be competing too? Would I be making them? Of course not, that's silly. But it makes me kind of bitter. I guess I'm glad I'm finally getting to experience them now. I might never have known. Dear Diary, is May really mad at me? She seems fine now, but it's not my fault that the normal boots guys like me, or is it? Everything special always happens to me. Maybe May's right, and there's something about this main character deal I don't understand. Dear Diary, why won't people just leave me and my stupid hair alone? What's the big deal? What am I supposed to do about it? There's nothing I can do, even if I want to. Jimmy let slip that he sleeps with stuffed animals on his bed at night. I told him about my stuffed rabbit, and we had a heart-to-heart. I never thought someone would understand what it was like, but he did. I looked up. John was standing just in front of my desk, eyes glittering.
Hey!
Yes? I need you in my play. Please, Hannah.
What?
John grabbed my shoulders, his arms shaking so much I felt like I was vibrating. The Drama Club, our play this year. We're doing Romeo and Juliet. I've been thinking about it for so long. I couldn't have just anyone, and I wasn't finding someone who fit my particular needs. But then, you come along. I've been watching you. I'm sure you can do it. Please, Hannah, I need you. Only you. Did he want me to be Juliet? At least come to see what I've been working on. Please, Hannah. Yeah, sure. I'll come and see, I guess.
Yeah!
Oh, Hannah, thank you so much. You're darling. John flung his arms around my neck, then as quickly let go. I glanced away to hide my face. Sure, I was turning pink. Awesome, this will be great. Meet me after school in the theater. I've got everything prepared for you. Yeah, great. Well, now that it's settled, come on, Hannah, let's go have lunch. He hustled out of the room with a bird-like grace. I stared after him. It was like a whirlwind just left. He honestly reminded me a lot of May.
Hey.
You coming, Hannah? He poked his head around the corner. Yeah. He might have been spending too much time with that bird. Oh, poor Jacques. Man, that test today was brutal. I totally bombed it. I failed miserably. PBG held his paper. There was a big red F at the top. John winced, and I slowly raised his own failed exam. The two laughed and high-fived. It's not a big deal. I'll just retake it later. I had way better things to do than study. I never thought I'd pass. Gerard and I did wonderfully. Most of our homeroom did. Maybe your teacher teaches differently. Nope, I got an 89, so it's not Miss Suzuka. These two are just massive idiots. I nodded. I didn't feel like admitting to my 93, not after seeing how badly John and PBG did.
Awesome!
Wow, that's awesome, Shane. It's like your mind is just made of facts. You totally deserve it. Did you get a 97? Did you get your 97 raise, Gerard? That's not like you at all, Gerard. Gerard laughed sheepishly.
Completed!
Yeah, I got my 100. To be fair, I would have gotten 100 like normal, but one of the questions could be answered in 2 ways. I told the teacher and he changed my score accordingly. I think you got a couple of points too, Satch. You had to have that 100, didn't you? Did you get a completion bonus? I guess I take a lot of crap from you guys. That's more than enough to make it worth it. I smiled alongside them, still feeling somewhat out of my element. Shane's comments hung over my head even now, but I didn't even think there was much I could do about it. Oh. Before class, I quickly filled May in on John's proposition. I'm kind of worried about it.
What?
Are you kidding, Hannah? He wants you to be Juliet! Or, maybe I'm, I don't remember the characters. I haven't read Romeo and Juliet for years. I've always preferred Shakespeare's later works. And he'll be Romeo. Oh, it's so romantic. I'll be Mercutio, and dying on stage for 15 minutes. He's totally hitting on you. I don't know, May. I'm not really an actress. I'm bad at the limelight. There's no way there's no way he wouldn't have noticed that. I doubt he's hitting on me either. Hannah, get a grip on yourself. You're one of the nicest people I've ever met. Any guy would be lucky to have you. That's why you're my best friend. I mean, why else would he make such a big deal out of it? He did seem upset. He might have a point. John as Romeo, and me as Juliet. It was corny, but kinda cute. Visions of myself and John in period clothes, sweeping across a stage, floated through my mind. Spotlights glistening in his hair. He leaned in towards me. On guard! No! Nah! Romeo, my love! Juliet, this isn't how the story was supposed to go. Romeo! Ah! Why was it Moosey? Whoa! What's wrong? Why did Ian stab John? I thought Brutal Moose was arch nemesis with Caddy. Whoa! What's wrong? Nothing. Sorry. Is class over? Yeah, you're going to the theater, right? After that J dream, it was hardly like I had a choice.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you back at the dorms.
Bye.
Okay, bye. It's okay, Hannah. You can do this. The theater is here, right? The door opened into a gorgeous room with bright red seats. Excuse me. John was down on the stage, his arms flung to the ceiling. Doth thou, protestations, relinquish mine famine? Nay. Oh, nay. Nay! Jacques, you've got to have a little more intensity. Don't you want to be famous? Nay. What? Why, you little... Excuse me. Hannah. His voice shot up several octaves. Come in. He leapt up the stairs, grabbed me by the hand, and pulled me into the room. I wasn't sure if you were going to come. Thank you so much, Hannah. You are really the only person I can trust to do this. About that, John. I don't know about this. I'm not really an actress. There's no way I could be Juliet. He stopped pulling me. Who said anything about Juliet? Didn't you...
No.
That wasn't the part you wanted me to talk about? Oh, no, of course not. You're right. You're not suited to Juliet at all. Ouch. He ran backstage, returning with a large inflatable bag. Actually, I wanted you to be... Drumroll please, jocks. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He tossed the bag onto the stage. The crumpled plastic unraveled, revealing...
Yeah!
A tree! A tree? You're perfect for the part. You're so shy and quiet, and you have an impressive ability to stand still for long periods of time. The other day in class, you stared into space for almost 20 minutes straight, and I didn't even move a muscle. Oh. Of course. Why would he want me to play a lead role? It was obvious I wasn't cut out for that kind of thing. Wanting to play the Romeo to my Juliet? How ludicrous. What's wrong? Of course I wouldn't be able to play Juliet. No one would think I could do that. Well, it's not that you can't. But John wasn't trying to be mean, he just didn't seem to get that it was insulting. I'll think about it, okay? But I think I'm gonna go for now. If you say so, but sure to give me your answer soon. I'm so ready for this. It's gonna be the best play yet, especially with Jocks as our Juliet. I love you. ... Goodbye, John.
See you later.
See you later, Hannah. Oh, that's awesome. It's kind of sad. How awful was that? I shut the dorm room, wanting nothing more than to collapse onto my bed.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Hannah. May was laying on her bunk, upside down, her red hair spilling over the side. Something glinted in her hands. Oh, what are you doing? I'm cutting out little blossoms, see? She held a pink cherry blossom to the ceiling. It's so your senpai will notice you. What are you even talking about? You know, senpai always notices a girl when she's outside, surrounded by a shower of cherry blossom petals, the wind blowing in her hair.
Bingo.
Your guy will definitely notice you with these. A flash of anger ripped through me. Why don't you just save them for yourself? Jared will never notice you without them. Oh, that was mean. I turned on my heel and stalked out of the dorm room. Oh, come on, that was mean. It was because of stuff like that I thought John was trying to... No, it was stupid of me to imagine that it could even happen in the first place. I stepped out on the front of Poppy Hall, the crisp evening air wafting against my face and cooling my skin. A faint tinge of smoke threaded its way into my hair, reminding me of days spent cooking with my father. How stupid. I headed for the field, my stomach sinking with every step. I shouldn't have snapped at May. None of this was her fault. And she was being so nice to me, and I said that awful thing to her. She was never going to be my friend again. I stopped at the tree and leaned against it. The sun was rapidly setting, the night air growing colder and colder. Although I was shivering, I didn't want to go back inside. There's no way I could face May after what happened. What a terrible person I was. I sat down and hugged my knees, pressing my head into my arms. I stayed that way for a long time, trying not to pay attention to what was going through my head. Well, that's pretty. Excuse me. Man, I'm really gassy this episode. The wind picked up, roaring past me, and I'm just ruining the moment. The wind picked up, roaring past me, and whipping my hair against my skin. It was so loud. I didn't even hear the footsteps until they were right next to me. I looked up. Oh, snap. I wonder who it is. I'm sure you're wondering who it is, too. And, as you know, this is probably a good little cliffhanger to cut off until next time. Here with Sensei-pong plays Asagao Academy. Nabuska! Like scrap! I'm just messing that up left and right, messing around with it. Shabam! At some point I may do a review of this game, but I feel like by the time I'm done like trying to let's play it blind, everyone's gonna have a review of it. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on it, or just do a random series of all the different routes you can take. I think that's the best way to do it.